Hey, I'm live. Hey, everybody. Hi, Artie. I'm trying to time. I see a clock, and I think that's someone holding up a utensil. So, like, dinner time. Is that what you're? Is that what those emojis mean? Let me go ahead and change this to live chat. I actually missed a message last time. Thanks for the heart, Special Iron. I missed a message last time because somebody sent a message that didn't go through before I had set it to live chat. So doing it first thing this time, and I'm going to go ahead and pop this out as well. I don't know if it resets or not. It reset it to top chat. That's why I don't do it before I pop out the chat. That's so annoying. Why is that even a thing? And so we continue with another page of Stetson Azell. Oh, fuck. I mean, Cybercats. Hi, Sticks. TIE fighters? Hi, John. Sleep schedule may be wild, but I'm not missing the stream. Oh, that's cool. Oh, hi, Florence. Lupin sounds familiar. I can't decide if I've seen you before in here, but welcome either way. Now I wonder what an Imperial TIE fighter would look like. Oh, let me turn on the music. It is too quiet in here. I'll be honest, I'm not feeling super well right now. I have a bit of an upset stomach, but I think it'll be all right in a bit. I didn't even pour myself some water yet because I don't even know if my stomach can handle water right now, but I think it's probably gonna like pass pretty soon. Oh, it's been a while since I watched the channel. Figured I'd watch the stream from my D&D campaign. Oh, cool. Well, good luck with your campaign. Upset stomach. Did you have ginger ale in a bucket? Well, I don't need a bucket. But, it's stupid. Every time I put my hair up, one of these little teeth comes out of my claw clip. I'm gonna have to get a new one. What was I saying? Yeah, I just took some Tums and I took Tums and Pepto-Bismol and Imodium AD, so I should be all set. I just realized the bottom panel gives us a glimpse of the Rimmer Lister working relationship. Pass me the 14B blue shirt. This week we return to Steve and Jeff's show. Oh my god, I forgot about that. You know, I think I will go with echo music this time. I think that's what it's going to default to. Yeah, there we go. Probably going to want to turn that down a little on my end. Sorry to hear about your stomach trouble. Yeah, it's no fun. It's nothing serious. It's just, you know, I didn't want to like it literally happened while I was getting ready to stream, and I was already committed by then, and it's not really that bad anyway. My stomach has been acting up today as well. Must be something in the water. Heart blasting time? Oh, as in the heart emojis. Duh. It is indeed Dina time. Stream's current bit rate is lower than recommended. Well, hopefully, I feel like I've gotten that message before and it was fine, but hopefully y'all won't have any issues. My hair looks a little wonky. Probably because my fucking claw clip has lost half the teeth. Whatever you call prongs, whatever the fuck you call those things. My stomach's been fine since the water we all drink comes from the same planet. I think we can rule out the water. I don't think it works that way. Hi, Leonard. Your name sounds familiar. I believe I've seen you before. Okay, well, I guess I'll get started. I was looking at this and wondering if maybe this guy looks a little too dark, so I'm thinking I might put some highlights on him. In fact, I think I'll just go ahead and do that. Hopefully I can do this without messing anything up. Mostly up in here, I think. I don't know, he just seemed a little too dark. I'm thinking of kicking up the contrast on him a little bit too, maybe. I don't know yet. But at the very least, I feel like up at the top here, he just needs a little. It's interesting what happens when you don't look at a picture for a while and then you look at it again later and it's like, oh, that's off. I never noticed that. Yeah, I might hold off until I've finished the rest of the panel before I go back and do any more tweaking, because you never know. With the way I color the background, you know, will affect how everything else looks. This guy looks like Leonardo DiCaprio. He is quite dark there. Okay, it's not me then. Not just me then. The initials BSC SSC on his cape. Bronze swimming certificate, silver swimming certificate. DiCaprio was a robot. Okay. I had so much trouble figuring out what color to make this guy's tunic, because like originally it didn't have a belt. Where is that it? There it is. Originally he didn't have a belt, so like if I made it a greenish color, he looked like he was in scrubs, and then if I made it a bluish color, he looked like he was in a hospital gown, and I'm like, what do I do? And I'm like, oh, you know what? I should have given him a belt. And I added the belt, and suddenly it's fine. So, kind of funny how stuff like that goes. Pretty sure DiCaprio is not a robot. Let's be glad you don't have to put any additional shading on Jeff's blacked out crotch. Okay, let's see now. I don't think I'll start with the face. I don't remember if I did with the other guy or not, but at least with this guy, I don't think I will. I don't want him too brightly colored, so let's try to have kind of a... Jazz up, Jeff. Oh my God, you guys. Let Let me just double check that yep, pressure's on. I mean, like, the pen pressure is working. Pressure's on. See, it sounds like I'm saying something else. I'm already kind of forgetting how I did the shading on this guy. I wish I'd done both of these together. Okay, it looked like I used 2 colors of shading, maybe. Maybe I just used one. I honestly don't remember. I remember I made it a point to not fuss over it too much because they are going to be really small on the page. Well, they are. They are small on the page. So many mechanical details on this guy. It's hard to tell what's what. Okay, this is the leg. Hey, so. He's ignoring me. He just looks like a jumble of muscle if I'm too close up. Maybe I could use less detail in these areas. Oh well. I'll just have that all be shaded. That'll help kind of set his thigh apart from his calf and such. Definitely gonna have to go a little darker on the shading, but not in too many areas. Let me go ahead and deselect. Oops. Go ahead and deselect these purple areas. Oh, and then one more. Need too much shading. In fact, I think I'm going to leave that. I'm just going to leave the rest of his face the way it is. Yeah, once I add highlights, I think that'll give him enough depth, and yeah, I think he's good. We have one more shading color here. I don't know how much I'm going to use it, but definitely for these more shaded areas. I didn't do any shading on his hand. Oh, I should not have. Well, I can reselect it. There we go. Sorry about that. Throat got a little irritated there. listening to my Beatles records while watching this stream. That's cool. Is there a way to put a cigarette in his mouth? Probably, but I'm not going to. Dina's like, it's too early for this. I know, right? Oh, thank you, Leonard. Is there a way to put an H on his forehead? No. Stream is pausing randomly. Okay, well, hopefully it's just... Hopefully that's on your end, John. Remember that dolphin level with the giant octopus? I think I'm almost done with him. Wait. Let me add a tiny bit more. You could use a little shading under this sleeve. Here, let me just... Does that look right? Nah, I shouldn't have done that. I don't want to put shading up there. Thanks for the hearts. Whoever's doing that. I'm really tempted to fuss over this guy a lot more than I am, but I gotta remember he's really small on the page, so I don't really need to do that much. Did I already get the knee? I guess I did. Cheap with that highlight, but there. It worked out. I could use maybe a tiny bit more of that really dark shading. Right there. Of course I used it under here, right? Yeah. Is there anywhere else I need that? Make it really clear that this arm is in the back. Could also do it with this arm a little. I hope that's working. I think it is. Let me go ahead and... What did I do with this guy? Did I put any... Oh, I put a slight amount of shading on his eyes and such. I don't know that this guy needs it. I mean, I'll put some shading on his neck, but I don't think, like, these tiny little areas really need it. God, those fucking ice levels. Excuse me. Make sure there aren't any harsh edges here between the purple and lavender. That seems okay. back up. Oops. It's pretty good. Glad you're still here, John. Looks like it. Rewatched Terrifier 3 times this week. It's been my comfort movie while I worked on a comic. I'll be skipping those. Terrifier 2, either way. Yeah, I'm gonna be skipping those. Those aren't for me. I use the confetti emoji, but like I said last time, that stuff is just messy. It's messy and gets everywhere. While Steve and Jeff hand around looking at these prints, the owner of the prints are going to make a lot of stuff theirs. You love that his skin is purple, thanks. I think it was just picked a random color. Used to hate the ice levels. I was always glad once I got past them. The big blue was a sight to behold, however. Yeah. Almost worth it to see the big blue. Sure you don't know what causes the storms? Of course not. I'm a whale. What would I know? What might you do on Fantasy Island? I don't know. Shading on his legs looks great. Thank you. I was a little worried about that. I feel like maybe I could have done a little less line work here. I feel like this is a tiny bit distracting, but eh. It looks good. He's reflecting light really well already. Thank you. A lot of stuff. There's refers to that's mine, this is mine, all of mine. Oh, okay, okay. The world is mine. I'm actually going to get some water. I normally do that before I stream, but my stomach was feeling a little off. But I think I can handle water now. So I'll be right back. It'll just be a second. You'll probably hear me doing it. Freezing. Okay, I'll just mix it here. I even brought my lime juice. Sometimes like sugar-free drink mix is a little bit cloying, so I add a little bit of lime juice to it. It helps a lot. This is a pomegranate lemonade. It's really good. And it's got caffeine in it. I find that I'm a little more energetic in a stream if I have a caffeinated drink. At least in the beginning. By the end, I'm always starting to get sleepy, but... Come on, mix, you little bitches. Little tiny clumps of powder in there. I don't want to mix. Oh, some fancy lemonade now. That's to make sure there's no powder settled at the bottom. Come on, mix your little bitches, Dina 2024. I knew somebody was going to quote that. I don't think this needs lemon juice, actually, or lime juice. Red Bull, no thanks. Actually, let me put a little ice in this because it's a little strong. Going to use one ice cube because that's exactly as many as I have left. All right. Thank you for your patience, everybody. This is why I usually do this before the stream. It can take a few minutes. Well, Flash wasn't here to quote joke as he usually does, so I thought I'd fill in. Yeah, I appreciate it. Apple juice is good. It tends to be very sugary, though. To make you fly like the wind. There was a time when, like, I always stay up late on Friday night and Saturday night, and it used to be that, like, for a little while I was into energy drinks, and I was buying one energy drink, and I would drink half of it on Friday night and half of it on Saturday night to help me stay up later. Don't really do that anymore. Not for any particular reason. I just don't feel like I need it as much, I guess. I think it was because I gave up coffee for a while, and I realized I could still stay up super late. I really don't need the caffeine to do that. Though sometimes I will have a caffeinated water enhancer if I plan on staying up late. Blended that a little too much. This dude with his anime hair. I think that works pretty well. I gave up coffee because I drank so much that I had the shakes afterwards. Oof, yeah, that's not good. Excuse me. I have an image of a stream starting where Dina judders back and forth across the stream in her chair, making a noise like a jackhammer. Too much caffeine, yup. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with caffeine withdrawal because I slowly weaned off of it, and also I wasn't really drinking that much coffee. I was only having 1 or 2 cups a day. You only get withdrawal if you quit. He almost has that Superman black hair shine. That's funny. Best way to get over a hangover is keep drinking. That's more like preventing one, not getting over it. I'm not familiar with Borden chocolate. Antidepressant withdrawal was annoying at best. It could have been worse, however. Interesting. Okay, I think my stomach is definitely okay now. That's good. I was a little concerned about that. I didn't want to have to cancel the stream or cut it short or anything. It looks like I want to jinx it, but it looks like that's not an issue. I think I just ate the wrong thing for breakfast this morning. My stomach is like, the fuck are you doing? Too light with this. It's not like it's shiny or anything. I feel like I added maybe a little too much shading there. I was intentionally going over the line that I first put there, but yeah, I thought I needed more shading, but apparently not. Well, there we go. His tunic is all done. Now for his little booty boots. Let me see. Let me try to... Okay, unselect then. Fucking pain in the ass. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'll start with the main. Oh. Hang on a sec. Oh, I have the tolerance turned up too high. Being oh, fucking shit. I should be doing this with a mouse, I guess. I have a little more control that way. Oh man, I'm being so dumb right now. This is unused music. I'm starting to forget which tracks are the unused ones now. Been a little while since I played Echo. A little bit of highlight to just this boot. Hopefully that makes sense. this so I don't... I wonder if I'm gonna wish I made those cuffs a little darker. I think he looks fine. I don't think there's any major issue with him. Sorry, I'm all phlegmy all of a sudden. Glad my stomach feels better, thank you. Almost felt bad for the stimulant at the end. I know, he was so sad. I wonder what level the Meow Meow music would have accompanied. Just need to draw Muggs Murphy in the middle of his shirt saying, "Don't shoot." All right. Make the boots also blue, and please make them glimmer if you can. Nah, I don't want his boots to match his tunic. I think it'd be too matchy-matchy. I like that they still wear shirts but have given up pants. Well, that's because, like, I'm sort of going for Egyptian-ish style with them. I'm trying to, like, kind of like the idea is like the reset button basically they got bombed back to the Stone Age, so they're like, I'm sort of trying to imply that time, how do I want to put this? Their evolution sort of started over in a way. Not their evolution, I don't know. I'm just trying to imply with costumes that this was a very long time ago. Because, you know, present day in the comic sense, you know, Falkor wears a tunic, like a kind of medieval-ish tunic. So I figured since this takes place like hundreds of years, hundreds or maybe thousands of years before that, I don't know exactly how long. I went for more like Egyptian because that's, you know, going back further in time. I think when I have costumes for the Catatronians in the past, I think I'll make them look kind of more Roman. Duna frustration level 101. I know. Money in the swear jar. You guys don't know how much I would have in my... You guys don't want to know how much I would have in my swear jar. If you saw a guy like that out in the street, you'd avoid him. Human race has reverted. That's a good way to put it. I was struggling to find the right words there. I don't know why. Oh, hi, XV Green. I was watching that Am video. Cool. Yeah, I thought that one turned out pretty well, except for the audio issues. Regressed works too. Yeah, I was trying to imply that with the costuming. I love it when future things mix with old/traditional things. Okay, let's see. right. I gotta do the background next. I don't really know how to do that. Oh, I have an idea of how to do the grass. This is gonna be interesting. Yeah, I think my plan last week was to color in these guys and then do the background in my off time. So... That's basically what happened in Panzer Dragoon World until the Dark Times, until the Empire. Okay, Sticks, thanks for stopping by. How much more money will go in the swear jar if we remind Dean of the Silent Hill movie's existence? Well, you don't have to remind me of its existence. I'm actually editing a video where I react to it, so... Oh yeah, I meant to tell you guys about that. I thought you'd get a kick out of where I stopped at last night. I was editing it last night up until bedtime. And can you see that? No, you can't. Hang on, let me. Can you see where that is? That's where I stopped. Right. You know, you can't, you see that right there. You know what scene that is, right? I'm like, I don't want to see that right before I go to bed. So yeah, that's where I'm at with editing part 2 of my Silent Hill movie reaction, by the way. Have an idea, draw the duck hunt dog peering over those bushes in the background? No, I don't think so. She's getting a bit of a stretch. Oh, the ick scene, yeah. It was interesting seeing my own reactions to when that was coming up. I was like, oh God, this scene. Oh, I don't know. Should I look away? Do I want to watch this? Okay, so how am I gonna... Well, okay, I'll do the grass, because, again, I'm fairly sure I know how I'm gonna handle that. At least in theory, we'll have to see how it goes. So what I'm thinking is like, that's going to be interesting too, because there's a kind of a transition here. It's darker at the bottom than at the top. So I'm going to have to keep changing the colors I use. Excuse me, damn. Getting fit with Pyramid Head. Well, she did lose a bit of weight there. How much does your skin weigh, I wonder? I regretted looking it up as a refresher. Yeah, I don't recommend that. Today on Looking Good, Feeling Fit, we interview Pyramid Head on his workout. Lost all her weight. I guess it would make more sense to, you know what? Let me bring up an earlier one. Was it page 3? I'm thinking it was page 3. Look up an old one and see how I handled it there. Does not like to open another file if I've got... What is going on? Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, so I just added highlights to those. I didn't add any shading behind it. Okay. And that works pretty well, so I could just do that again. All right, suddenly it's suddenly a little less intimidating now. You guys, I cannot draw backgrounds to save my freaking life. So the fact that I've been able to pull this off as well as I have is feels like a freaking miracle. Oh my God, I never fixed that. What the, well, you know what? No time like the present. I'm very annoyed at myself that I didn't fix that. What the fuck? before I upload these pages anywhere, I'm gonna have to like give them a once over and make sure there's nothing like that. What's going on here? Yeah, that's another thing I should have fixed. Oh my god. Alright, well. Anyway. So yeah, just a little, I'll probably have to go over it with the darker color. Okay, I see how I did that now. Cool. Yeah, I'll just do that. It should be fine. Lost quite a bit of everything. She feels half the woman she used to be. Oh my god. Oh, the pic looks great. Thank you. This one or the other one? Either way, thanks. It makes sense that the grass would be lighter as it goes back. In the right atmospheric condition, greenery at the horizon would look a lot more bluish because of the way air separates the spectrum. That's interesting. Yeah, I regretted having to bring that up. I didn't want to remind you guys about the cows, but you haven't forgotten anyway, so... Hi, Flash. Still pulling that plow. How fitting, I click on the stream and get a Photoshop ad. That's funny. Hashtag science. Yay, science! Who dared to forget cows? Legend has it they're still pulling plow. Will we never forget? We will never forget the cows. You guys remember the weirdest shit. Oh yeah, did I ever... I did not put any shading on this guy's walking stick. Oh my god. Interesting. Well, yeah, I should go back and do that, otherwise I'll forget. I don't know why I selected that. In fact, I think controller shift, I forget shift. In fact, I'm going to use the mouse for this. Trying to do here? Shift, that's what I need. Wow, I just forgot how to Photoshop for a minute there. Oh, I don't really want to zoom out, but I feel like I need to... Okay. See if this is straight enough that I could just do a straight line and... Yep, that worked out. Does it need a highlight? I feel like it kind of does. Every time you think you're done with one part, I thought I was done with these guys, and now... How does that look? That looks pretty good. I hope so. I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah, I already posted a message at the very beginning, like technically before I started. I didn't know if he was still around, but apparently he is. I love the pose you picked for your Silent Hill movie watch along. Oh yeah. That's me going. I think technically I was trying to remember something or thinking about something, but I looked like I was cringing, so it was perfect. Talking about the thumbnail. I hope I could find another one like that for part 2. Maybe when I'm reacting to the skinning scene. I know at some point I like cover my mouth or something, I think. Dina and that thumbnail. Oh shit, here we go again. Yep. I'm gonna use the mouse for this, artists in chat. No! The mouse is actually perfect for like small details, and not small details, but like anytime you need a straight line, the mouse is just better for that. Jeff, have you been hit over the head with a cane? No, we'll shut up and examine the footprints then. Oh god, you guys are weird. When you forget how to use a program, you use all the time. Yeah. I'm out of the loop, or at least can't remember what's this about cows. Oh, just like the picture I had up. Actually, the one, the like 2 pages ago, there were cows plowing a field, and it just started this whole thing. Not without a sense of irony. Now that just looks like a pun, since both are cyborgs or robots. Oh god damn it! I'm waiting for a third guy to walk into the panel, and Jeff gets excited. Yo, Todd Hunter, get down. Ah, cooking with Dina as always. That's cool. Steve's cane looks nice. Thank you. Only 2 recipes away from completing my part of the cookbook. Cool. Shiny cane from Mr. Shiny Steve. You looked away at the skinning scene, which we luckily couldn't see at the time. Yeah, I remember a lot of people in the chat saying, thank God I can't see it. Hopefully YouTube's rules will mean we still can't see it. Yeah, I'm probably going to be careful about showing too much of that. I'll probably show my reaction more than anything. Maybe I'll even do some blurring. I haven't decided yet. We'll just see how it goes. Today's cooking is bread layered with 5 herbs and big chunks of cheese. Oh, that sounds so good. I'm trying to give up cheese. Like, I make an exception for yogurt and cottage cheese, but like, you know, like cheddar cheese, you know, shredded cheese and stuff like that, I try to stay away from that right now. I do miss it. We're all a little mad here. Ugh, not even gonna dignify that by reading it out loud, Special Iron. Currently breaking my teeth on a bar of chocolate that's been in the fridge. I've never been a fan of refrigerated chocolate. I think it's better when it's all warm and melty. I know some people like it refrigerated. Been emulating a bunch of older games recently, aside from the games that have been reviewed on the channel. What are some recommendations? Oh, like old games like PlayStation and Nintendo. I liked Tomb Raider 2. I actually started a Let's Play of it, and I ended up making it a one-time thing because it was too hard. But I do kind of enjoy Tomb Raider 2. Technically, it's a game I haven't reviewed. I just did a short Let's Play of it. I would never give up cheese, anything but the cheese. Yeah, I thought that too, and then my cholesterol level went up, so. You don't like melted chocolate? Maybe the original Resident Evil games. True, those technically count since I haven't reviewed them. I've only Let's Played them. Let's see. PlayStation and Nintendo. For NES, I really liked both Batman and Shatterhand. Those are actually my 2 favorite NES games, I think. Well, no, I've reviewed Abadox, so that doesn't count. I also never use shredded cheese. It's packed with starch and cellulose. Now, well, whatever. That's not the point. I just meant I'm staying away from cheese that you would put on sandwiches and stuff like that. Like cheddar. I used to love cheddar cheese and I would eat it all the time, but I'm trying to stay away from it a little bit. I'm also trying to cut down on butter. I wouldn't say it's packed with starch and cellulose. Like it's just coated with that so that it doesn't stick to itself. But to each their own. I feel like I'm the only person in the world who can't stand cheese sometimes. You're not the first person I've heard say that. I had a coworker who used to say, "I hate cheese. It makes food taste spoiled." Everybody would laugh, and it was kind of funny, and I think it's because she was just weirdly specific about it. She couldn't just say, "I don't like cheese." She's got to be like, "It makes food taste spoiled to me." I don't know. You had to be there, I guess. I love it, though. I am trying to stay away from it, though. Yeah, I thought about giving up dairy, and then I rediscovered Greek yogurt and cottage cheese, and I was like, okay, well, maybe not. I also discovered protein powder, so yeah, that's even more dairy. Yeah, I guess I'm not giving up dairy, am I? Breaking Teeth, my favorite TV show. Current background track sounds nice. Oh, the time travel. I think we were on the time travel one when you posted that. Yeah, that's a good tune. Oh, I didn't notice we had gone over to Echo 2 now. I actually like Echo 2's soundtrack even better than Echo 1's. Steve is starting to think those hearts are for me, aren't they? I don't usually put chocolate in the fridge. It's just been very hot in the UK. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I hear you. I've had to do that before. That reminds me when I was with my friend in Austin, I tried a vanilla cupcake filling with coffee grounds. Easily the best dessert I've ever had. Coffee grounds in it? I'm guessing you don't mean coffee grounds. Excuse me, but yeah, coffee flavored desserts are the best. What is a sandwich without cheese? Bread. Well, I don't eat sandwiches either because I'm trying to do low carb. I have one slice of toasted keto bread in the morning, and I try to make that the only bread. That's not true. I also have keto tortillas, but yeah, I'm keeping it low carb. I hate chocolate. It's a strong taste and gets everywhere. What's a sandwich but a miserable pile of secrets? God damn it. My mom had a coworker who ate cottage cheese. She said it smelled awful. Cottage cheese doesn't have a smell. If it smelled awful, it should have been thrown out, probably. I get that some people wouldn't like the texture, but yeah, it doesn't smell. It's not like it's blue cheese. What the fuck? I don't mind cheese if I can't taste it like in cheesecake, but I can't stand the taste of just straight up cheese. Like every kind of cheese, like cream cheese, because there's so many different like types of cheeses and they all have different textures and flavors and everything. I've been putting cottage cheese and feta in my eggs and it's so good. They're really fluffy and they taste kind of cheesy. I can't relate to people who hate some foods. I eat everything. I only dislike beets because they are treacherous. Yeah, I hate mushrooms because of the texture mostly. I hated onions when I was a kid. Thank God I got over that. What else do I not like? I don't like fish. But there are some, like, I like the really mild tasting fish like tilapia, but, and tuna's fine mixed with mayo. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that fishy taste. That's about all I can think of as far as foods I hate. Down with treacherous beats. Echo 2's time travel sounds majestic, yeah. Dina's not skipping the Echo soundtrack. Special Iron will approve. Yeah, I actually like used to, you know, normally I look at the list of songs and I'm like, I'm not in the mood for Echo. I feel like I've listened to it too much. And this time around I felt that way with the Panzer Dragoon Saga soundtrack. So we went with Echo. What is sandwich without bread and cheese? Air. Well, me. Bread. It looks like bread to you. Oh my god. It was definitely coffee grounds. My friend made it and everything. That sounds like it would have a horrible texture, though. Oh no, not the tube of Medusa music. It's good music, but it gives me anxiety because it makes me think of that level. Okay, Florence, good luck with your game. Have fun. Steve and Jeff are thinking, hey, you're supposed to be making jokes about us. All cheese. That's interesting. Never found a type of cheese I liked, so I just avoid it nowadays. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I know mushrooms don't really taste like anything. It's just kind of the texture of them I don't like. American cottage cheese is weird, nowhere close to how good Russian or Soviet is. It's a type of dairy very close to cottage cheese. Nothing is better than making pancakes using, how do you say that? Tvorog in the batter. Interesting. Yeah, I know. We've gone on to the food conversation. I hate cooked salmon. Yeah, I made cooked salmon one time and I didn't care for it. Also, hi Neo. I don't think I saw you before. It's the taste, the texture of food rarely bothers me. Interesting. You don't like fish, you would have survived Airplane then? I don't remember that from Airplane. It's been a while. Food Dina hates, I'm sure, tripe. Well, I've never had it, but I'm sure I would. Sweetbreads? I'm not sure what sweetbreads are. It doesn't sound bad. Head cheese, yeah, probably. Never had it. Doesn't sound appetizing. Not a food but drink. I don't like sodas. Interesting. I don't dislike sodas. I'm fine with them, but I'm fine with not drinking them too. I just sort of gave up soda years ago. I think it's just because I've been drinking it since I was a kid. I think I just sort of got tired of it eventually. I just got to be something that I just drank because it was there, and I just kind of stopped once I was starting to try to be a little more healthy. What did we have for dinner? We had a choice, steak or fish. Ah, yes, I remember I had lasagna. That's a line from Airplane. There was cheese here, it's gone now. Yeah, what kind of super amazing peaceful future has giant red jellyfish in it? Ham sandwiches are good. I recently tried mayo. I love mayo, but you know it's bad for you, so I recently tried the kind that's made with avocado oil. It's not quite as good, but it's okay in things. It doesn't taste very good on its own. I like mayo way too much. I could just eat it off the spoon. Can't do that with the avocado oil mayo, but it's fine in things. Other foods many people hate, blue cheese. Oh yeah, again, never tried it, but I'm not gonna eat anything that smells bad. Mushrooms, yeah, that one's me. Tomatoes. I'm a little weird about tomatoes. I don't like them cooked. Anytime a recipe calls for like canned tomatoes, I'll replace it with tomato sauce. Because I just don't like that texture of cooked tomatoes, how they get all mushy. But I'm fine with like raw tomatoes and of course tomato sauce. See, again, it's a texture thing, not a taste thing. I lost track of what post I was looking at. Okay, blue cheese, mushrooms, tomatoes. I like pickles fine. I don't like them on a sandwich because I think they dominate the flavor too much. I think pickles are great with tuna though. Yeah, seafood, that one's me mostly. Pork? I think pork is delicious. Sweetbreads is a part of a brain? I feel like I feel like I knew that and forgot. Why the fuck would you call it sweetbreads? That's just false advertising. It's a gland, it's soft and buttery. Ugh, gross. It's funny as there's not many foods I dislike. I just so happens that one of my hates is cheese, which is very popular in a lots of things and makes me look picky. I guess you don't eat pizza then unless you have pizza without cheese, but that feels a bit pointless. For me, it's like a sizzling knife hits your tongue and then your throat. That was the line from Airplane, the film that discovered that Leslie Nielsen was not just funny, but hilarious. Yeah. Homemade mayo is just better than anything store-bought. It is, but I don't have time to make it. I don't want to take the time, rather. I never liked mayo or salad cream. I find a pretty good amount of people don't like mayo. I'm not sure what the hell's wrong with them, but it's fairly common, I think. I know Lee doesn't like it. I can't speak for salad cream because I've never tried it. Heard a story once of a person who dumped all their mayo out of a jar and then put pudding in it and then ate it in front of others to gross them out. Oh, well, I hope they saved the mayo and didn't throw it out. Otherwise, that's a waste of good mayo. Yeah, I don't normally like fish, but I do like tuna mixed with mayo, like in a tuna sandwich. I think that's really good. And I like pickles on it. God, the chat's going crazy right now that we're talking about food. I'm not getting shit done on this drawing. Only foods I hated was celery. Celery's kind of weird because it like makes your mouth numb. Yeah, I wouldn't say it tastes bad per se, but it is kind of an odd experience eating it sometimes. I learned to love it when I was in cooking school. Now I can eat whole stalks of it. We have half price off the food hut where I work. Sometimes I have a sausage and bacon roll. Oh, that sounds so good. Pizza's all right, but I don't rave about it like everyone else. I have the ones that aren't cheesy and I like, so I stick with those when I have it. Interesting. I mean, I'm sure you can get pizza without cheese. It just sounds odd to me. Cheese pizza, gluten-free. Cheese pizza is a big love. One slice of pizza made me feel like I couldn't eat anymore, but gluten-free pizza opens your black hole stomach. I have no idea who to side with as to where the salad cream is meant to be stored. You mean salad cream, yeah. I almost thought that was a reference to a gag Spoonie did once. I don't feel like going into it though. You'll just open up another can of worms and there'll be more chat to go through. I like pineapple. Lee hates it. Hi, Madam Glitch. I've had to give up sodas with sugar due to my diabetes. I started drinking the sugar-free versions of the sodas. Chat food. I bought 10 pounds worth of salmon on sale last week. Now I have all of it in my freezer. Wow. Jeff and Steve have been arguing since. We're going to check those footprints, Jeff. All the food talk is making me hungry. You do look a bit thin. You need to put on a bit of meat on that endoskeleton. There's a piece of plastic wrapper under my chair. I like the taste of chicken feet, but I don't like how they look, so hi Soul, I'm getting headbutted in the leg. Don't like how they look, like, so if I'm ever making anything with them, just stock. I have never had chicken feet. It sounds odd. I imagine it just tastes like the rest of the chicken, but since we're talking about pizza, I'll start a food war and ask what everyone's stance on pineapple on pizza is. Most people either love or hate it. I'm kind of, I could take it or leave it. I think it can be pretty good, but not when the chunks are too big. The pineapple chunks. Dalid cream, a bottle that moves around on its own, screaming exterminate. Oh. I was thinking of a Spoonie video where, what game was he playing? He was looking at, he was in like a mall in the game. The character was in a mall and there was all these signs up, like, pancakes, burgers, stuff like that. And then one said Dalid jelly. And he's like, what is Dalid jelly? And he freaked out. And it was a whole thing. Fans of Spoonie would remember. But it made me think of that. So I almost thought that was intentional for like a split second. I don't like salty Mexican cheese, but not because it's bad. I just like feta much, much more. I baked feta with a ton of olives last week. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, you're right. It is exoskeleton. I read endoskeleton, and I did the same thing you did when reading it. Soul ready for attention, unlike earlier. Yeah, that's right. I forgot he just walked past me earlier and ignored me. I'll bet he's by the door. His new favorite place to curl up is right next to the door, which is how he gets fleas, so that's great. Pineapple on pizza is evil, but if someone likes them, go for it. Yeah. Just don't offer me any. Soul, Mom, I demand attention. Stop what you're doing. Yeah, he just headbutted me a few times and wandered off. Soul knows we're talking about food, so he wants to be in on the action. Stop talking about food, Mom. Give me pets. My cinnamon pizza recipe is good, especially drizzled with honey. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, you haven't seen Spoonie freaking out over Dalid jelly? I'll bet there's like clips of it all over the internet. Just do a search for Spoonie and Dalid jelly and it's going to come up. Probably 500 videos will come up. Nothing will beat pepperoni on pizza. Yeah, that's a classic for a reason. I like when he did a KFC joke at the end of one of the Final Fantasy X vids. I'd ask for my friends pepperoni so I can eat them solo. I actually keep pepperoni around. I find it's really good in salad. I like to put pepperoni and olives on my salad. It's really good. Oh, somebody made a FNAF reference. When I read the word endoskeleton, I immediately thought of Terminator 2, so. Imagine how yummy chocobo roasted whole is. Oh. That seems weird. That'd be like eating a horse. Doesn't seem right. Thankfully, my dogs and house don't have fleas anymore. Yeah, they're a pain. Yeah, we had like a flea outbreak here, like in the wintertime, oddly enough, and just poor soul especially just got eaten so bad. I think it messed up his brain because he tends to overgroom now. I think he thinks he's got fleas when he doesn't. Poor baby. Favorite pizza toppings are prosciutto and jalapenos. Never had jalapenos on pizza, but I can imagine it being good. Spoonie is one name I haven't heard in a long time. Is he still around? He still posts on Twitter once in a while. He used to do streams also, like not too long ago. I don't think he's done it in a bit. Horses are delicious. I imagine they'd be very tough because they don't have a lot of fat on them. He still live streams from time to time. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Although I don't remember him doing it too recently. Because I haven't thrown myself into the drinks conversation yet. All I ever really drink is water. That's for the best, really. How old is Soul? Oh my god. I forget now. I think he's under 10. Well, yeah, he would be. Somewhere between 5 and 10, I want to say. Maybe closer to 5. Spoonie appears on Conversations with Curtis streams all the time. That's true. I haven't seen any of those, but I know he's been on them. Horses are tough. They are stewed for a long time. That makes sense. Yeah, poor soul. My weakness is chocolate. It's just so good. I know. I've been trying to get it less because it's so pricey, but because I'm trying to lose weight, I've been eating. I found some really good brands of sugar-free chocolate. Got to be careful not to eat too many though, because it will act as a laxative if you're not careful. But yeah, if anyone cares, sugar-free Russell Stover's chocolate candy are really good, and Hershey's comes out if you like Hershey's chocolate. As some of you probably don't. How light do I want to make that? I'll start with that. But yeah, I've tried to stop buying it for a bit because it is pricey, the sugar-free chocolate. Oh no, my cat is almost 10, which is not good. However, my friend's cat died when they were 18. Yeah, cats can live to be like well into their teens. She made it. Excuse me. Honestly, a part of it is like because I'm procrastinating on putting the highlights on this grass. Excuse me. Oh my god. It takes a good long time to prepare horses. You've got to get the rider off of it for a start. Oh my god. I'll have so much opportunities to lose weight. My dad is moving in with me in the fall, and I'll be supporting him, so food is going to be a luxury. Oh, that's a bummer. I mean, not your... The lack of money, I mean. Not your dad moving in. I don't know if that's a bummer or not. Hopefully not. Cannibalism incoming? What? Pretty sure I've tried Hershey's chocolate. I quite like it. Well, it's nice to hear from a Brit. You all seem to hate Hershey's chocolate for some reason. I've never met someone who likes Hershey's. Then again, I'm British, so that makes sense. Yeah, we typically don't like American chocolate. Yeah, that's right. It's probably American chocolate in general, not necessarily Hershey's. No, my dad moving is a huge bummer too. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I hope it works out well. once I'm finished with this little patch of grass, I'm going to zoom out and make sure it looks okay. Because, as per usual, I have no idea what I'm doing. Honestly, streaming this art is really helpful, because even though I kind of procrastinate a little bit and spend more time in the chat than I should, it does sort of force me to, like, work on things I'm not totally comfortable with working on. Oops. Just because I feel the need to, you know, obviously I feel the need to entertain you guys, so I have to keep going. And so it forces me to do these parts I don't normally like to do. Okay, let's zoom out and see how that looks. I think that looks pretty good, actually. I think I'm gonna need to take a bathroom break in a minute. Yeah, that looks good, I think. I could maybe add some shadows for extra depth, but I don't think it's really necessary. Or I could maybe just do that in these ones that are really close. Shut up. American chocolate is not terrible. It's just different than yours. It's just a different chocolate recipe. Yeah, exactly. We're too used to Cadbury's and Nestle over here. Yeah, I think American chocolate is more acidic or something. I don't know. I think it's fine. Cheap American chocolate is just terrible because of all the substitutes and additives and fake shit. Whatever. It's fine. It's junk food. Oh, you're having issues with the stream again, John? It took me a second to realize what you were talking about. Doesn't even melt like chocolate? I don't know what you're talking about. I remember when I finally got to eat a Twinkie for the first time, I just wanted to try it because I'd heard of them many times in movies. Tell them about the Twinkie. What about the Twinkie? Yeah. I'm curious if you liked it. I didn't grow up on Twinkies, so I don't like have a particular affection for them, but I seem to recall thinking they're fine. I'm not going to read aloud any more mean comments about American chocolate. Modern Twinkies are also different from the classic ones everyone likes. Yeah, that's true. Like the grass shading? Thank you. Yeah, I think it works pretty well. Love the highlight. Thank you. That's where the stereotype that American chocolate is bad comes from. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure British chocolate contains a lot of additives and such as well. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's junk food. Not like it's any better for you. Twinkies are nice enough, and I don't normally eat cream-filled cakes. That's cool. May have to restart my laptop and see if it helps. Yeah, I always hate having to reboot my computer. I try to do it as little as possible, which means it runs like crap most of the time. We're hurting Dina's American pride. When you melt chocolate for pastry, it is whatever. Sorry, I'm just curious what this little... Oh, now live on your channel. Thanks for telling me I'm live, YouTube. I forgot that it does that. Does it really think I would be looking at my phone rather than everything else to know that I'm live? My American pride will not settle for such disgrace, source. I also am American. Oh, whoa, did not mean to do that. I hit the wrong button there. Okay, let me see if I can add some shading to this as well. That might be overkill, but I just want to try it and see how it goes. Literally just like... I shouldn't need to zoom in any more than that. Oh, Tara's wandering around. I saw something black from the corner of my eye. I was wondering which cat it was. This might look terrible, but you know, it won't be that hard to fix if it does. What if I like... That makes sense, right? Because like if the highlight, if the light's coming from this angle and casting these highlights, it would also be casting shadows here? What am I doing? And if it's not perfect, I can clean it up, but I'm just really curious what it looks like when I zoom out. I'm always trying to deselect and I end up selecting just a tiny square. I actually like that. In fact, I think I can put even more shading on this. I'm only going to do that in the patches of grass that are really close to the camera. Okay, I need to... starting to think maybe I could hold it till the end of the stream, but I can't, so I'll be right back. Okay, and I should have ran a commercial. I was gone. Oh well. Are you sure humanity hasn't already regressed? YouTube, did you know that you're alive? You have to consciously press multiple buttons to do so, so it's all but impossible to accidentally star one, but we're letting you know just in case. Can't say that I've ever accidentally started a live stream. I think I did once. I was trying to schedule one and I clicked the live button instead of the schedule button. Something like that. Heard a skid outside. No crash though. Oh, that looks bad. What's going on there? Oh, I guess the highlight of the cane. I thought I had selected it so that wouldn't happen. Well, going back to the clothes layer again. Prefer to work with one layer at a time so I don't get confused, but okay, let me go back to grass. I was going to say I don't see any patches of glass. That reminds me of the song, the one song on the Silent Hill 3 soundtrack, which is called Rain of Blast Petals. Just to balance out the food abuse, I'm going to turn it on myself as a Bret and bash black pudding for a minute. What the heck is that doing on my otherwise delicious breakfast? That's made of like blood or something, isn't it? Welcome back, John. Black pudding and blood sausage are delicious. I've never had either, so. Oh, I think I was right, going by what you guys are saying. Italians have chocolate dessert made with blood, and Russians have blood chocolate nutrition bar used as an iron supplement. That's odd. Do robots even? You know, I don't know. I don't know if I don't think they do actually. I don't think any of my characters go to the bathroom. I think their systems are advanced enough that they can. Everything they eat becomes nourishment. If that makes any sense. Now we're on Fish City. That level is fucked up. I think I missed that one, but yeah. Thank you for the hearts. I'm not sure if he said probably Special Iron. Who am I kidding? It's Special Iron. The perpetual cycle of an artist finding a mistake they made a while ago. Yep, I hate that. When a car skids, it sounds like a massive screech cry. Yeah. This blood talk better not be what I think it is. No wonder vampire legends come from Eastern Europe. That's funny. Oh, excuse me. Let's not think about the waste parts and remain in ignorance. Yeah. I don't normally think about it. I only thought about it because somebody brought it up. Excuse me. Actually, it wasn't that time, but I'll send some more anyway. Thanks for the hearts. I don't know who sent that. Probably Special Iron. Definitely Special Iron Dina 2024. So the consensus is that I like this, right? Oh no. Brain fart. Ah, there we go. I couldn't remember where the stupid... Oh, that's right. I was going to add even a little more shading to that, wasn't I? Okay, I remember now. I don't need to be zoomed out that far. This is being a little picky, but I'm only on the first patch here, so still figuring out what to do. probably only going to be about that big on the screen. So yeah, that works. Cool. Oh, John's the one sending hearts this time. Everywhere's to the east if you walk far enough. Something tells me that grass is going to look very nice. I hope so. Just like everyone is within walking distance, or everywhere is within walking distance if you have enough time. It's silly. God, the Batman soundtrack is so good. That's the boss music. Overdoing it, but we'll see. I have a feeling once I zoom out it'll probably be fine. That seems to be the way this has been going. I don't think I need to zoom out and look at every patch of grass, but since I'm still kind of in the beginning stages here, I think that works. It probably looks a little too perfect, but that's the thing with ink drawings. You kind of can't really be too subtle about it. Let's see. I'm trying to decide how many more of these I want to bother with the shading. Maybe to about this point-ish. I don't know, whatever. Maybe just the ones in front of them, so like these, and the rest won't have it maybe? I don't know. I never saw the stream, but from what I heard, Dina only did one Tomb Raider 2 stream because of a guy in the chat telling her to get good. That wasn't the main reason. It was also because the game was a lot harder than I remembered it being. That guy didn't help, though. We didn't have a good time getting lost in that maze and playing Dodge the Butler. That's always fun. I was watching that stream some time ago. I love the timing of how the background music fittingly ended when you swan dived off the balcony. That grass looks very healthy. Dina, Tomb Raider is too difficult. Mia looks at Tomb Raider 3. Oh dear, who wants to tell her? I didn't play Tomb Raider 3 very much. I don't know why. Maybe that was why. I honestly don't remember. I think it was because I wanted to beat Tomb Raider 2 first, which I never did. That might have been it. I was real picky about that sort of thing back then. I don't play video games a lot. The only one I ever really dedicated myself to was Gravity Rush 2. I'm not familiar with that one. Looks really good, thank you. We need an entire issue of just grass adventures. Nice work on that drawing. Sorry we had to keep distracting you from it. Yeah. No, I did not in fact get good. I don't think that guy ever turned up again. No big loss. Yeah, he used to show up in previous streams and comment on previous videos, but I don't think I've seen him since that stream. The reboot trilogy? I'm trying to remember if I'm familiar with that. Like, what system was it out for? Tomb Raider simultaneously makes you want to pull your hair out, and then you feel like God when you beat it or simply find a secret. I know! It's weirdly satisfying when you're good at it. When you're doing well, I guess. I also still have the image of Laura showing guests around while casually talking about how she liked to set herself on fire so she can jump in the pool. Yeah, I believe that was Tomb Raider 3 where you could do that. There was torches around the pool. I used to like to set myself on fire and see if I could jump in the pool before I died. Tomb Raider 3 generally agreed to be the hardest of the classic era. Some parts of it are pretty infamous. This gen and last gen. Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Huh. It's a wonder that Laura didn't end up as a Darwin Award. All reboot Tomb Raiders are very good games too. Oh, that's cool. Maybe I'll check them out if I remember. Are they on Steam? That would certainly make it easy. I feel like this grass is slightly lighter than the other grass because I think maybe the highlight's not showing up quite so much. Yeah. Not enough that I need to change it though. Whoa, fuck. Okay, that's a little too sloppy. I mean, grass is one of those things you want to be kind of loose with, but I think I'm a little too loose there. I did it again. Fuck. There we go. Fixed it. There we go. The soundtrack is so much better than it has any right to be. Come to think of it, it was put out by Sunsoft, and I think just about all Sunsoft games have good music, even Fester's Quest. Still a pleasure to be here. It's good to have you here, John. Basically, Tomb Raider 1, no hand holding, but has some semblance of difficulty curve. Tomb Raider 2, gloves are off now, no holding back. Yeah, I couldn't believe how hard even the first level of that was when I streamed it. Tomb Raider 3, I hate the player, die. You can for sure buy Reboot Tomb Raider 1 for dirt cheap now, and all of them are on all the platforms. How did she die, Doctor? She voluntarily set herself on fire just to see if she could make it into the pool in time. Your guess is as good as mine. That grass looks like it has a grumpy face. Oh, I see it. Like those are the eyes and that's the mouth. That's funny. The reboots are perfectly fine games, but I'll always prefer the classics. Call me nostalgic all you want. Nothing good. Nothing wrong with nostalgia. Oh, whoops. Honestly, I'm probably going to continue shading this grass next week because I don't see like really working on this on my own time. Okay, that's getting a little too light for that highlight color. Let's see. I could still use it over here though. Because I'm trying to edit, as I showed you guys earlier, I'm trying to get some editing done this weekend, so I don't expect that I'll get any art done. Okay, yeah, it's time to turn up the brightness on both of these. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah. In fact, I'll even that doesn't look very good. Let me see if I can fix that without having to. I think that worked pretty well. Shit, I think I'd need to do it on here too. Oops. Yeah, I should have just switched. Should have just lightened the colors when I got to this point. Dumb of me to think I could get away with not changing the colors yet. But, oh well. I think I'm good now. I should probably kind of wind down here. Let's see how this looks. Pretty good, I think. Yeah, I think my shading and highlight method here makes sense, and I'll probably continue with the shading part up to here. Maybe I'll have a little bit of shading in the background, just not too much, only where it really needs it. I don't know yet, we'll see. Several tie-in novels and comic books that are part of the reboot continuity? Interesting. I'm just annoyed that you can no longer get the original Resident Evil games anymore. Come on, Capcom, we still like playing them. That's annoying. Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered is great. It's on Steam. Okay, good. It's the exact same games but with updated graphics, and you can go to classic graphics with the press of a button. Oh, that's neat. But they're easier as well, too. Right, I think when you said that. I love old square boob lore, but there's not a chance I'm willing to replay any of those games now in 2024. I'm the contrarian here. I tried the first couple of Tomb Raider games, but couldn't really get into them that much. Yeah, I mean, I could see how they're not for everybody. Tomb Raider 2's first level expects you to have already beaten and mastered the first game. Oh, it's that kind of thing. Kind of like how Sonic and Knuckles is so hard because it's a direct continuation of Sonic 3. I did remember that the second game was about a mystical dagger that basically had the inscription, "Stab yourself with this and see what happens." What could possibly go wrong? I have zero faith in the new upcoming Tomb Raider reboot. I didn't know there was another one. Welcome back, John, again. We've got me talking about Tomb Raider. The fanboy is out now and will not shut up. Oh, here comes the Alien Crush music. We all get to be the fanboy sometimes, Flash. It just depends on what the subject is, yeah. You know, Steve, I could swear the grass didn't look anywhere near this vibrant earlier on. It's looking really good, thank you. Grass in front of Jeff's right side looks like the grumpy face I mentioned. Yeah, that's what I figured. No original Resident Evils are on GOG. That sucks. As in, no original Resident Evil trilogy are all on GOG in their original state. Oh. I'm confused by your wording there. You said no, none of them are on GOG, but then you can play. I don't know, whatever. In the remaster, you can choose between tank controls or modern controls. The modern controls have their share of pros and cons. It comes down to personal preference, yeah. It depends on the game. I prefer tank controls for the original Resident Evil games just because of the camera angles change. So when like forward is always, when up is always forward, it just makes more sense for that kind of game. Fixed camera angles, that's what I meant. But if the camera's always behind the player, it makes sense. I mean, I guess either way works. Murphy's Toilet Ghost. about the Tomb Raider remasters, they are on PlayStation. If you're still talking about Resident Evil, I'll butt out now. Hate it when I have a good joke lined up and I can't write the damn thing properly. GOG version of Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 are patched PC ports made playable on modern machines. You can't just port them back to consoles. You would need to develop emulation to run original games on modern consoles. Okay. Thoughts on the Tomb Raider movie? I haven't seen it in so long I don't remember it too well, but Angelina Jolie was a perfect Lara Croft. I assume you mean the original. I forgot they remade it. And it's not worth the money for Capcom. Yeah, that makes sense. The levels were built around the control system and made with it in mind. That's why they worked. Once you got used to them, it's also why Tomb Raider fans hate it when people call the controls bad. Tomb Raider TV show? That's the first time hearing of that. I almost miss Wesker saying, "Stop it, don't open that door." Yeah, that's why I never played the Resident Evil remake. I know it's supposed to be really good, but I would really miss that bad voice acting. It's part of its charm. Not to mention Capcom is remaking Resident Evil 1 remake, so they're putting money in it. Oh, so they're remaking the remake. Of course they are. I'm not even really that surprised. Okay, everybody. I am going to... It feels like I didn't get that much done, but oh well. The grass is kind of fussy, so it makes sense that it took me a little while, I guess. Hopefully I'll be finishing this next weekend. And in the meantime, I'll be editing my reaction to the part 2 of my reaction to the Silent Hill movie. And I would love to have that available to patrons by Friday, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But yeah, I want to work on that, so... I will not be working on this on my off time, is what I'm saying. We got to the root of the problem. Rebecca slaps him. Tomb Raider TV show is Netflix, I think. Oh, that makes sense. Making a Tomb Raider anime. I'm not that interested. I'll see. Okay, well, thanks for joining me, everybody. Like I said, didn't make a ton of progress, but it is what it is. Definitely made the picture look better, thank you. We all spend less time coloring on the Friends panel, but it's still effort well made. That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich. God. Yeah, so as far as I know, I'll be streaming next week. Who knows what could come up, but I at least tentatively plan to stream next weekend. Oh, hi George, you're showing up just as I'm about to log off. Oh well. Thanks for coming anyway. I dread to think how anime Laura would look. Guaranteed her bust size will multiply by at least 4 and her voice will be almost ultrasonic. I thought it was... Oh. Excuse me, there it is. Excuse me. I guess a couple of people are having problems with the connection. That's interesting. Anyway, I should be back next week, so I'll see you guys then, hopefully, as far as I know. And how'd you turn this thing off then? I think I have to hit that button. Oh, you have a great day too, George. Or, yeah, it's morning for you, isn't it? So yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh, I'm seeing Deadpool and Wolverine tomorrow, so I'm sure it's going to be good. It seems like most people like it. That was a bad time to open up a can of worms. I'm not going to stick around for people to talk about it. But anyway, I'll be doing that tomorrow. Apparently, Noah the cat is live. Thank you. I'm sure I will enjoy it. Hopefully the theater won't be too full. That's why I always go Sunday mornings. Anyway, so I'll see you guys next weekend and I'll tell you how I liked it, I guess. So yeah, have a good rest of your weekend. Cue all the fourth wall jokes, yeah. See you next weekend. Bye.